Hey everybody, last day of the day. Let's make this a fun one, eh? Do a short stiletto with some abstract outline work. I'll probably put like a marble, white marble in there, look like a rock, look nice. Or we can do a plain, whichever you prefer. I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you.
Okay.
You probably don't even know the hell I'm talking about. Hey, what's up, guys? See my last live for the night. So I've done put the tips on. I've used my stiletto tips and I just cut them down. This should be good. I'm just gonna apply some primer. That's regular non-acid primer from this nail supply store. I got this 60 ounces for 40 bucks. Great deal. Lasts me about 3 years, my whole salon. No need to spend 20 bucks for 0.5 ounces here. And I'm gonna use chisel 195. It's a nice light nude. And I'll use my monomer from earlier, which is still good. And I'll use my 10 brush. This is a little bit smaller nails. Hey, what's up, guys? Make sure you guys follow the IG if you haven't yet, because when I announce the press on giveaway, you don't want to miss it. Yeah, it's beautiful, dude. Chisel. Ooh, this is a nice nude. The reason why I'm using a lighter nude is because later on, when I put the outline in white and black, I want it to pop out. A darker nude will just take away from it.
Good to know.
Yeah. And this is stiletto, so make sure we have it pointed, nice and pointed. But make sure the body of the nail is nice also. Still stoked a nail instructor at a nail academy and use my content part of her course. Very honored. Thank you. So just so you guys know, these videos are quality videos. You don't have to pay to be in nail school. So my second bead will be also my apex bead here and my cuticle bead. Make sure I get it nice and flush up to the cuticle area. Tap it lightly. Get it there. Now blend down. This is probably the shortest I'll go with stilettos. Stilettos, you don't want to go too short because you need elongation. You need space to elongate the shape to make the shape look good. So you go too short, it may not look good. And we're going to just blend in the cuticle area just softly. Powder's drying up pretty good, so. And that sounds about right there. I don't need that big of an apex because the nail's shorter. The apex just built out from my application alone. I'm using my monomer right now. Should be ready soon, guys. It's a medium setting monomer, so it's perfect with this powder. For some reason, it just paired so well with chisel. I'm able to see it dries a little bit faster, but I'm okay with it because I do work a little bit quicker. It's medium. It's not like it's gonna dry right away on you, but it has a medium setting. So remember, a stiletto, if you make it too thick at the tip, what's gonna happen is it's gonna look too thick. It won't have that sharp, that sharpness that we're looking for. Okay.
Big.
And then my second bead. It's right here, right up to the cuticle area. Press it down, nudge it, make sure it's nice around the cuticle area. Get my brush, get a little bit of monomer. Tap, tap, tap. Now start moving the acrylic because it's starting to dry. I don't want my acrylic to dry up on there. Just like that. And yes, when I say no apex, I don't mean there's no apex. I mean that the nail itself, if you do proper application, the natural nail has an apex that will come up and show up for you. You don't have to try to build it. A lot of times you guys are doing short nails, you're trying to build something that you don't need to, and then you're creating thickness. And you know what that means, right? The thicker the nail, the worse your shape can look. We don't want that. We want just nice, consistent shaping. If it's already there, why not utilize it? The reason why we have to build apex is because the longer the nail, the bigger the apex is needed. Right now, the natural nail has an apex. It comes out for us already. So we don't really have to just try hard to build it, per se. The nail supply store in Chicago has a big section of it. Yeah, they do. Thank you so much, NOG Granger, for the stars. I appreciate that. Stars for Haley and Quinn, my two beautiful girls. You can see, once I put the bead on, as long as my ratio is good, the powder is not going to be running all over it. Yeah, it's still runny, but not runny where I can't control it. As long as I control it, make sure that it stays a consistent thickness, I'll be able to just blend in and start moving it. Now, if you start moving this too early, what's going to happen when it's too wet and you start moving it too early? It's just going to go all over the place. It's going to be too thin. Even now, it's a little bit too thin, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to make up for it with my second bead. You know, right here, the second bead, I'll give it a little bit more thickness. I'll place it right where the apex is. Push it up. Yeah, see? I'm slowly just working with it. And you see now, when I blend this over, I'm going to bring some of that powder over the nail. So I make up for what I had missing earlier. And I'm bringing the sides, make sure it's not too bulky. Just like that. And the reason why we can't go any shorter with stilettos is because the shorter it goes, the more thick it looks on the nail bed. So sometimes clients still want the short baby stilettos. I would say no to that because it really just ruins the structure of the nail because you have to file it into the actual sidewalls and you don't want that. This is the most medium shortest we can go without ruining the sidewalls, okay? You don't want to ruin their sidewalls. Hey, what's up, Jennifer? Just like that. See it? If it's not ready, I ain't moving it. I'm just gonna keep it there until it's ready. Soft touches. You don't have to drag too hard with your brush, okay? The harder you drag, the more the powder is gonna move. Just soft. If the powder is at a medium consistency, all you do is softly drag it and it'll move. You want it to be consistent. You want it to move out or flow out. Appreciate the stars. Jalea Marie, thank you. So like just like that, guys. See that? Acrylic, sometimes you have to be very soft with it. Not too rough with it because we don't want to offend it. It's very sensitive when it's wet. See, this now is medium wet. I'm going to nudge it. While you're nudging this powder, you kind of gauge, you kind of know, okay, it's drying, it's drying, it's drying. So you know how long you have with the cuticle area. So get your whatever you need done with the cuticle and start blending in that second bead to that first bead, because you don't want it to be too dry and then you can't blend it and get a nice consistency. So it looks like it falls off, okay? That's one of the biggest issues. You guys stay in one area too long. If you're running out of time, just go ahead and, you know, pat down the cuticle area and move the bead down first. It's easier to move this bead down while it's still wet and then come back up and work with this real quick. Okay. Like this is the buffers. We just file this later and be nice and edgy. Yeah, this length is the bare minimum for stilettos, just so you guys know. I would not go any lower than this, personally. For me to be able to produce a pretty set, I wouldn't be able to go lower. And you didn't literally have to tell your client this, because you don't want to do it and your client's like, oh, this doesn't look good. Well, the length you want, the shape you want, it doesn't look good at that length. And oh, you should have told me. You know, if you didn't tell them, then that's on you. As a nail tech, you need to tell your clients what looks good, what's not. They don't know any better. Clients will bring in like the most crazy designs and tell you, hey, I want them on short stubs. Well, that's not gonna work. But then if you try to do it and it doesn't turn out the way they want it, they're gonna blame you, which we're responsible for because we're the nail tech. We should know what looks good. They're the client. They may or may not know, but it does not fall upon them to know that this design is not looking good with this shape, or these two colors don't go together. Don't put yourself in a position and you have to deal with that. Okay, just be honest. More likely they'll change the design, change their shape, get it longer even. Nudge up.
Bye, John.
Right. Now blend down. You see that? I do the same thing over and over. Everything is about powder control, getting the liquid to powder ratio down. That will give you the ability to, you know, work with the powder, get more comfortable with the powder. This is the thumb, so of course I'm gonna need a little bit more powder, but I made sure I secure the cuticle area before anything, and I'll bring up more powder, okay? As long as the cuticle area is flush, that's all I care about with that second bead. The second bead is for me to flush the cuticle and blend in. Now I'm able to bring in more powder. It's okay to add more powder, you know? You can't wait to class? I can't wait for class too. Boston, a private class, and also a collaboration class in Philly. Never been to Philly, never been to Boston, so. Okay, guys, that's one application done right there. Okay, finished. Very quick, just same technique over and over and over. Nothing special. And also Chicago. Ooh, Chicago's almost full. And then also I have a private Orlando class in April, Chicago in April. We will be announcing Connecticut and ATL, Atlanta, hot Atlanta. I know you guys been waiting for Atlanta for the longest time. I can't let you wait no more. And just like that, So I'm just repeating the same process over and over. Like I told you guys, a lot of this stuff is repetitiveness. We're doing the same thing over and over, right? You can't wait for Orlando class? There you go. Orlando's gonna be fun. A lot of you guys for Orlando. I mean, I felt bad because a lot of people that want to come to Orlando, they're like, do we have to travel out of state? You're based in Orlando? I'm like, you're right. That doesn't make no sense. So I set up a private Orlando class just to get some of them in there. I would hate to make them travel with me, especially when I'm a Floridian myself. And my second beat, of course. And you see her nail, this client, her nails is small, right? So we got to use a smaller brush. If I had a bigger brush, it definitely would have been a little bit harder for me to maneuver around these areas, right? So definitely a smaller brush is key here. And this is why you should have a smaller brush in your arsenal, just in case you run into situations where you have to work on a small nail bed client. You're like not struggling because your brush is too big, right? Every set of nails has their requirement to be met. And I mean, this shape's not sharp. Later when I hand file, I'm gonna try to shape as much as possible, but I'll hand file and be able to make it a lot sharper later. This size is a size 10, actually. It's my 10 brush. It's actually a pretty damn good brush, to be honest. Just like that. Look at that. That feels good. Get that smooth application. Be proud of that. When you get to that level where you can do that smooth application, pat yourself on the back. Have someone pat on your back for you. Call your husband, your kids over. Hey, pat my back. Why? I just did some smooth ass application. I need someone to pat my back. You know? You need to be proud of it because it takes time to get to where you want it, you know? And you're consistently growing every day. You ain't gonna be, oh, I did a great set today, then you're gonna stop. No, you need to do a better one the next day and keep getting better. There are some days when I'm not on my, my A game, and I'm like, ugh, my application is terrible. But there's some days, I really, 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 really just, I did the damn thing. And I know it, I felt it. I'm like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. Because in nail tech, you always have your ups and downs. You're never going to be always consistent. Consistency is the one thing we battle all the time as nail techs. So don't be too hard on yourself. You may have your good days, you have your bad days. Try to stay consistent as possible, okay? Yes, she said yes, definitely. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Some days you're like, ooh, I did that. And some days you're like, ugh. But your client's happy, but deep down inside you're not, right? But that's just all part of the journey, y'all. So this is chisel I'm using. Let's be the chisel. Just like that. And we're gonna place it. This brush is something else. I'm telling you, man. Don't sleep on my size 10. All the other brushes are great, but the size 10 is the one that you definitely should have. Just nudge it up, nudge it up. It felt so good to be back on live yesterday again, doing the Q&As at night. I missed you guys. I'm definitely gonna do it on my Nail Dad Studios page now and just share it over. So you guys aren't already following my Nail Dad, well, a lot of you guys, well, you hear you're following the Nail Dad Studios page. But I'm trying to keep the Q&As saved also. It's good content. Because on this page, you're able to see the videos in like a list, a playlist almost. So that's just pretty nice. And there you guys go. See? Clean your brush. That means there's no acrylic stuck in it. So, we are our application done. So look. Alright. Nice and smooth. We're just gonna go through with a hand filer and just bring this shape in. Make them Claude. Jean-Claude Van Damme nails. That'd be a good joke.
Can't stand it.
They'd be
No
like,
bad humor.
what shape do you think Jean-Claude Van Damme likes? What? Claws? Jean-Claude Van Damme nails?
Oh my god.
Yeah, see how just a simple 2-3 swipes and boom, you already putting someone's eye out. That's what I'm talking about. See that? That just pierced through anything.
Love it. Catwoman.
Yeah, I am restocking, guys. I am desperately restocking brushes. I appreciate the patience. And as you guys know, I appreciate the support. And when they come in, I gotta actually crimp them before, you know? Remember, just go lightly. Don't overfile, because this shape, it's one shape that you can mess up the shape easily. If you overfile, it's going to change direction so fast on you, okay? You don't want that. You want it to stay one direction, just like the band. Any excess of flow over side, we'll take care of that. You see I'm switching sides, making sure both sides are even, symmetry. And I don't want to follow too much into this. This is not her natural nail bed. So you gotta be careful with that. That's why we don't go any shorter. Because if we go any shorter, we'd have to really get up in there. And you don't want to file into their nail bed. The sidewall. Save the sidewalls, okay? It's not the Berlin Wall. We don't want to take it down.
Nail bad humor.
Nail bad humor. Threw a little history in there for you guys. History lesson. I had the corniest jokes. I don't know why you guys watch me. Where's everybody watching from? I used to ask that all the time. I need to start asking that more. I need to know where people are watching from. I used to do that to gauge interest where I put my next class too. Just so you guys know that. But now I'm just going everywhere. It'd be wonderful if you had a pack of triplet brushes with 3 size. You want like a brush kit? Like all sizes? Well, I'm bringing you guys customizable brushes. What more can you guys ask for? You guys see that video? Who's seen that video of the customizable brushes? I'm serious. I'm doing something unique and new. I'm like, you know, for me, I want to do something like no one's done before. Yeah, these brushes are going to be handmade to order. Yes, this brush is going to literally be legit made in the United States. So, yeah. You know, I have a guy, he's a craftsman, he's contracted to me, and we're testing some, you know, quality testing the products, you know, the epoxy. These brushes, guys, are acetone and monomer proof. I mean, you can sit these brushes, the handles, in acetone and monomer overnight and it won't break it down because it's high grade epoxy we're gonna make it out of, and wood. And we're gonna coat it, gonna protect the brushes. So it's gonna be an investment for you. Okay? No, your handle's not gonna melt if you get acetone on it or monomer on it. You're making a fairy brush? Oh, I can't see. I can't wait to see what you do. See? Me, you saw the video? For a stiletto, I want stiletto myself. Yeah, this is the perfect length for stiletto. This is the bare minimum length for stiletto, actually. I would not go any shorter than this. Lowell, Michigan? Greenville, South Carolina, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Tampa. Oh, you're close. Indiana. I was just there. Loretto, Texas, Chicago. Oh, I know you're from Chicago, Jasmine Freeman. Because every professional who doesn't have one, you know. Okay, so we'll do that. Because what I'm having is I'm having a 1 out of 100 of my brushes. They're gonna be the first ones made from the customizable branch, and I'm telling you right now, that shit's my brushes. The reason why I had these made is because it's like a memoir for me. So I remember, you know, my milestone where I'm at right now, and it's gonna be a collector's brush. It's gonna be nice, and it's gonna be labeled so that I give people a chance to collect something of the nail dad community, and maybe in 10 years from now or 5 years from now, it's become huge, and you have to like, hey, check this brush out. It's, you know, 67 out of 100 made. None of it's ever been made before, type of deal. And I think that to me is unique. I think that will have so much value in the future, you know? And of course, I will have the 1 out of 100, the very first one, and the prototype, and everybody else will have the rest. So I'm only gonna put that up one time, 1 out of 100. They're gonna be usable brushes. You can use them if you want. They're gonna be boxed really nice. You can keep them as a collectors, you know? Up to you. A lot of you guys love, you know, the platform, and you guys support me so much. I think I'd give you guys something to collect, you know? Can you imagine, go in the future, like 30 years, 40 years from now, you see the what's that road show, like those antique road show, and then someone brings the brush. My grandma left me this brush, and the guy's like, I know this. This is from Nail Dad 40, 50 years ago. Could you imagine how funny that would be? And they're like, yes, I remember this community. It's still strong now, you know? And it's like, this brush is now worth blah, blah, blah money. Or this brush is just worth shit, you know? But who knows? You never know. Like,
I knew John when he first started.
Yeah. Granny left this for me. It's her acrylic brush. It's the 3 out of 100. 3 out of 100, you know? Wow. That would be nuts. He's gonna take it. Now, I have to test this brush to make sure it's authentic. We gotta get some monomer and some acrylic. Let's pick up some beads. Or bring it to like the pawn shop. And just be like, that guy, but hey, I don't know anything about acrylics, but let me call my friend. he knows a lot about acrylic. Come down. You see here, this is 100% Kolinsky. It was very rare back then, and this handle's epoxy, so it's 100% resistant to everything, you know. And they're gonna like examine the brush. It looks like it's been used, so of course the value is gonna go down. We joke about that now. This shit could be real.
You never know.
Let's make that shit happen.
Speak it into existence.
Speak it into existence, bro. He's gonna be worth a lot in pounds. Hell yeah. Shit, you never know. I don't see any nail tech ever doing that, so I'm gonna do it. I don't care if they laugh at me. I want something to remember myself by in this industry. So we're about finished up here with the shaping. I'm just gonna double check, make sure that it's all straight. And then we're gonna go do with the cuticle work and definitely a little bit of hand filing on the top. And then we're gonna go straight into the artwork. We're doing some outlines with white and black. It's gonna be unique as fuck. It will look like a yin and yang, huh?
Ooh, it will.
Call it the yin and yang.
Nails.
Yeah, yin yang nails. Not the yin yang twins, okay? The yin yang nails. You want the second brush? You have to fight for it. When I post it, I don't know, man. So whenever I check the shape, I always put the hands together like this and check, make sure all the shape is straight out the one direction, and I'll be able to make adjustments. Sometimes when you look at the hand like this, you can't really see. Yeah, I guess you can see, but you want to see other angles too, just in case you want to make any adjustments. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I got the freaking deep cleaning in my mouth. It's just like, ugh. Now I want to go, yeah, and I want to go into cuticle work. Cuticle work. Ready? Me and my dad jokes, I know. Make sure I get the cuticles nice and flush. Yeah, let's do some zoom up ASMR. You guys don't have to throw your eyes to the screen. Let's see, I'm just gonna go right to the cuticle, flush it all the way down to nail bed. Not too far now, we don't want to create too much. And I'll be able to ensure that I have no lips. Your next step will be stiletto? Hell yeah. Just like that. See how I go around the cuticle area? Tilt my drill bit. Get in them corners. Clear out that acrylic. Flush it to the nail bed. So when this grows out, you should not have no lips. Blending in as I go. Nope. They want to be out of focus. The reason why I zoom in for you guys, I want to show you guys what getting deep into that cuticle area and titles, it's not that scary. It is scary, but like I said, once you get it down, the technique, the control, and then you know you're able to use a sharp bit and go in there, and you will never have lift problems. I promise you. I don't care if you use water as a primer, you will not have lifts. I promise you. I've done sets where I don't even use primer or anything, just prep and good cuticle work, and the nails last for a month without lifting. So, you know, I'm not full of shit when I say that. I've proven it on a live video. You know, the same set I have saved, and then when she came back, it was the same exact nails. A month later, I did another live just to show everybody, and everybody's like, oh, he proved it. Because sometimes when I say things like that, you know, people think, oh, you know, he don't know what he's talking about. You know? Joke's on you, I do. But sometimes you gotta prove things like that. You don't want to just say stuff just because you want to say it, you know? This drill bit is my taper head bit. This is from my beginner bit kit, which I'll bring back. But I'm restocking on the 5-in-1s, the favorite ones everybody wants so bad. Literally a student stole mine. She probably didn't steal it. They probably borrowed it and forgot to give it back. In my Houston class, so I had to go back and use my older bits. But my drill bits are their truth. Because I actually have them made a certain way. I can truly say that my drill bits are customized to me. There we go, these are sharp. Did I do this?
Oh.
The biggest issue is sometimes you get hangnails here, usually the pointer and the middle finger. So make sure you don't dig too hard into that hangnail. But I say screw it. If I see a hangnail, I'm going at it. I don't like hangnails. They stick out. They cause lifts. Hangnails cause lifts, guys. Just like that. Let's zoom out just a little bit so I don't get out of camera focus. You need that drill bit? Well, someone took my drill bit in Houston, Daisy. Couldn't find it after class. Just like that. Just like that. That nicks her a little bit. You feel that at all?
No, I didn't feel that.
That means it's a hangnail. hate it. You grab a hangnail and you pull down it, cause bleeding. I think I just ran around that cuticle a little bit too harsh. Mistakes will happen, guys. So make sure you sanitize. Use that green stuff. It's called Infalab. Sanitize. Go with your buffers and filers. Anytime you draw blood. They're perfect. Thank you. I forgot how sharp this bit is. It's actually pretty sharp. These are the perfect little stilettos.
I love them already.
Where am I? I'm working. Oh, I'm in Orlando. Sorry. I don't know why I answered you so direct. Like I'm working. Like someone texted me, "Where are you?" I'm working now. I'm in Orlando. Just like that. Remember, sharp bits are the way to go. I mean, safety bits can be used too, but it's just, you won't get the flushness that you're getting right now. Just be careful with clients with dry cuticles and also clients that pick their cuticles. Oh my goodness. When you got a sharp bit, it's like going through like a minefield with those clients. Because any small touches you touch, it just opens it up and you're like, ugh. Just waiting. And you don't want to get the acrylic too much onto the cuticle area. It'll be harder for you to drill there in the cuticle area also. So that can be a big issue too, you know. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram because I am going to announce the press-on competition on my IG. Probably on my birthday next week. Then you guys will know where to enter and how to enter and the rules, and then boop. And the thumb. We'll do some quick hand filing, buffing, then designs, and we're good for the night, guys. Get up there, flush this cuticle down, get on these corners. Okay, cuticles are done. Just gonna go through a little bit of hand filing. Hand filing actually helps the stiletto shape. Bring it nice and sharp-aroni. Remember, I don't have to go to the cuticle area because I already did that. You can do circular motion. So I'm just gonna move downward in this direction where the stiletto is. And I want to go in circular motion so I get that roundness. Because you want this to be rounded. Okay? Because it's a stiletto, it's not boxy. So you want it to be rounded so it looks more sharp. Okay? Just like that. So you bring that sharpness in. Just like that. You see? It's actually pretty quick and simple if you know how to do it. I mean, you could spend time with a drill bit and do this too. I don't know, I've been digging the hand filing a lot now. Just really quick, go to the hand file and then just buffing again and rebuff and refile. Not too bad, not too bad. Almost finished here. And this is for those that do good application and you don't want to over drill. Sometimes your application is good and you drill too much, it actually makes it worse also, so be careful with that. Okay, now I'm gonna go through with another just 180, smooth it out. Getting rid of those ridges. It may seem like a lot of work, but it's actually pretty fast if you think. I took about less than 5 minutes. 5-10 minutes. Less than 10 for sure. And one last buffing from a buffer block. Just me being me. Get underneath. I hate excess stuff underneath. This is legit what my clients pay for, guys. Designs, yeah. Like I always said, this is where the money is. Clients may or may not get designs, but they always want good foundation, good shaping, good structure. So that's what they should be paying for. That's how you should price. Wink, wink. Okay, throw away everything. Wash hands. We're gonna do the designs. I'm gonna do a little bit of a unique design today. I'll use my white. I'll use my black. I'll use my liner brush. Ooh, excuse me. I got the hiccups. Do a quick clean real quick. Alright guys, the fun part, right? The designs. Yeah, the designs. They'll do the designs. I got you. I'm gonna put a matte top coat first. The ring finger is what you want, the black and white, right?
Yes, correct.
We'll put a marble finger on that one to make it special. Alright, you can take it out. Oh, look how good this looks with matted. Just matted, guys. Ooh. What did you say that top coat was? It's a matte top coat. You see it? Okay.
I don't think something got on this. Look.
This one.
Okay.
Use my white gel art paint.
Like the Bob Ross of nails.
Bob Ross? Never. I would never compare it to Bob Ross. He's another he's another animal. So I'm gonna outline all this. I haven't eaten all day because I got my teeth cleaned, so I couldn't eat, so I'm shaky as hell. I will pull through. Sorry guys, I get really quiet when I do designs, especially lines. I'm holding my breath, that's why you guys don't hear me. This paint from my gel art is very thick and pigmented, so it won't leave, like, it won't make, it just stays, you see it's not bleeding out, it just stays that shape. That's what you want. If you use regular gel polish, it's no way it's gonna stay like this. It's gonna wanna bleed, it's gonna wanna just not have those fine crisp lines. And this gives me the ability to get nice pigment and don't have to do multiple coats, which in return makes me lose my shape, which I don't want. Black on that. I got a top coat at the end anyways. You don't need a lot. You just gotta drag through and through, and now the pigment will come through. Last thing I want to do is make me lose my shape. That's why it's so important to use a good gel paint. You can use gel polish. Just make sure it's not too runny. If it's too runny, you're definitely gonna lose your shape. Okay, especially with a design like this. The moment it runs, the shape is gone. Right at the tip, that stiletto. Stiletto's not gonna have this point. Now that we're done here, we just put top coat. I gotta do the other side in black. One hand black, one hand white. Like a yin yang look. Kind of like framing the stiletto. I'll clean my brush off. Get some of the black. She wanted half black, half white. The black be on this side. There you guys go. Okay. So this side, I'll do everything black. One side black, the other side white. Ah!
What?
I said one side white, other side.
Oh.
and I did black. I was in my zone, guys. No one said anything? You guys are mean. They're probably saying, I just didn't hear it. Like, no, now, Dad, that side is white.
Right, give him a break.
You fool. So you just said it and you fucked up the same time. It's okay, we didn't hear it. Still fixable. Isn't art fun, guys? A lot of them are sitting here like, I ain't doing that shit. Oh, you want to become an Instagram now? I gotta do this shit, man. It's like so tedious, right? You gotta do what you gotta do to get that picture, you know what I mean? Get that picture, you know? We're almost done, guys. When the top up hits, everyone's like, hey, you're done, finally. Jeez, I can go get dinner. Sitting here watching this. Truthfully, my black gel art paint is the shit. It's the bomb. You can't draw lines, you can draw them now. It just stays. You see that? It just doesn't move. These are lines I drew earlier, guys. Didn't move. It just stayed where it's at. Well behaved. My gel art is loyal. It's never gonna run out on you. And with that, we're finished. And this topperoni. And get some lunch, some food, something. Jeez, took forever now, Dad. Nobody's got time to watch you do all this shit. Remember, don't go too crazy with this top coat either. Very thin, okay? You don't want to lose your shape. And there you are. Switch. We're done, guys. Done, Roni. Ooh, that looks good. Some cuticle oil. Should be straight. Yin yang. Actually, I can't put that on a black background. Gotta put on the white on a black background. The black has to be like this so you guys can see it. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys later. Last of the night. I'm about to go home. Catch you guys later. Bye, guys.